to the channel. I am Graham. That's Sarah there. You know who we are if you're our local viewers, basically. So anyway, as you can tell from this title, we are officially 10 years together. We were 10 years together November the 22nd.
So
10 years ago, basically.
I said in our vlog for our 10-year anniversary trip that this video was going to go up on the 22nd. It's now the 27th of December. I do apologise for the long wait.
We've been so busy. Sarah's nanny wasn't feeling well.
My nanny's not well. She's really not doing so good at the moment, but I'm trying not to think about that. I have been sick on and off since said holiday.
Yeah.
And during that holiday, as you know, I'm only just about better. Like, my nose still is a little bit iffy, but it's not too bad. It's mostly from the cold weather, which is okay.
Well, as you can tell, Sarah can't hold her head up on my table.
I like leaning on you.
Yeah, you're just... It's for the video, isn't it, Sarah?
Shut up.
Alright,
anyway, and I started my job when we got back from that holiday. So we were also then trying to do all the Christmas videos, which hopefully you enjoyed. But Graham's trying to rush through this video when I'm talking.
No, I'm not.
Anyway.
I need to clean my glasses so I can see the people.
Anyway, so basically, yeah, long story short, we just didn't have the time or the energy, or basically the willpower half the time to do anything. Hence why the videos have been a bit wonky and the game channel has been basically non-existent at the moment. Although that's all going to change in the new year, but we will talk about that in the end of year, beginning of new year.
Video on this literally 2 days after Christmas.
Yeah, it's literally 2 days after
It's Christmas.
And I'm not well at all, like, in the sense of I'm so tired right now. Like, I'm so lethargic. My body just feels like shutting down. My skin is in absolute tatters. There is a vlog that we did today.
Yep.
And it's kind of just, I explain it a bit more in that. So I do. But yeah. But the whole reason for this video is to talk about our 10 years together. Obviously, we weren't doing YouTube for the whole 10 years. No. YouTube has only been basically a 3-4 year thing now.
Right, just to make sure this is 10 years together, not the channel talk. Yeah. Okay. We're doing a channel talk, guys. It was a channel.
Yeah, we're doing the channel birthday talk, basically, as well. But yeah, no, the channel isn't that old. So we've been together for longer than our channel obviously has been together. Yeah. We did kind of, when we first got together, start doing a bit of YouTube. We were doing like our top favourite characters and all that.
Yeah, that was very like cheaply done. Basically.
Yeah. We didn't really take it seriously back then. Not kind of like what we're doing now, trying to like think what's the best equipment we can invest in, how can we edit the videos nicely and all that, which is something for next year. Again, we'll talk about in another video.
Yeah.
So me and Graham got together in 2012.
2012 of November.
How do I explain? We weren't exactly friends when we first met. We
were class colleagues, basically.
The way I describe it is we were courting. So back in like Victorian ages, I think it might have been, or medieval times, I don't know what it was, when you used to court someone. So you used to like give them gifts and flirt with them and things like that before you actually got together. That's kind of like what we did. We were never officially friends.
Sarah was more of the flirt than I was.
Anyway, we were never officially friends. That was like a thing that certain people may have had an issue with back then. But we got together when we were in college, basically.
Yeah.
So we did. And if it wasn't for me and my cousin, mostly my cousin, I should say, my cousin Claire, who does watch these videos, if it wasn't for her, we probably wouldn't be together. Just saying. She kind of gave me the push and gave you the push a little bit as well. Because there was like one day when she was staying over and she literally texted Graham going, "So, you and Sarah, yeah." And I was like, oh God, kill me now. But I was like, I'm going to get so done for this tomorrow. But it worked out in our favour. So it did. It's been 10 very long, stressful years. So it has. Because when
I'm sorry.
No, in the sense of when we first got together, the summer after we got together, or kind of leading up to the summer, the nicer weather, my dad ended up in hospital. So he did. So we were only together a couple of months when my dad, like Graham barely knew my dad when he was working.
Is that down at the park?
That was down at the park, yeah. So I was going through a lot back then, and my brother was in and out of hospital. My nana, my granddad, like when me and Graham were first together, people were in and out of hospital like yo-yos. So they were.
Yeah.
And then we were together for 2 years when we stayed in Woodenbridge for Avril's wedding.
For my sister's wedding, yeah.
And that was our first trip away together.
Yeah.
And it was kind of the first time we were alone together with no one else around us. So it was like eventually, like after about a year, Graham started staying over, but we used to sleep downstairs in the sitting room on sofas.
With a mattress, actually.
No, it was on the sofas first.
Oh, it was on sofas?
Yeah, and then my ma said we could bring my mattress down, and then after a while my dad got really, really annoyed with the mattress being brought up and down nearly every weekend. So he was like, no, you just stay in your room. So eventually it led to that, and then it led to him staying over nearly every second weekend. And then when COVID hit, sure, he got stuck up here because he had college.
Yeah.
Up here for the first while. So he got stuck up here, and that was whatever. And then when COVID kind of started easing off, sure, he started getting jobs up this way. So he stayed up here again for that reason. And now he just kind of is here. He's just kind of part of the furniture now.
Yeah, part of the furniture.
He spent, 4 Christmases with us now?
Yeah, 4 Christmases.
Yeah. There was this was our 4th Christmas, so there's one major one during COVID. So there's 2 during COVID, 1 pre-COVID, and then 1 kind of post-COVID, I suppose you would say.
Yeah, the one like before COVID was the
biggest one we had.
The biggest one we had, and I shot your uncle in the arse.
No, that was Kyle's birthday.
Oh, was it?
That was one. Yeah, Kyle. That was Kyle's birthday during the summer. My uncle had got him a Nerf gun thing, and it had like these little what they call targets.
Yeah.
And we lined them up against the wall, and we were shooting them. And Graham, because who he is, was the Joker that day, and decided to shoot my uncle Shane in the bum. So, cheers for that. But he got a great kick out of it, I will say.
Yeah.
So he did. But we've had many holidays since. We've gone to Parkview about 4 times. We've gone to town about 2 times on our own.
Yeah.
Athlone.
Athlone, yeah.
Yeah. So there was Woodenbridge, there was Parkview about 4 times.
Yeah.
Then there was Athlone, and
we spent
Dublin twice.
We spent an anniversary here as well. Yeah,
so that's 8 years. Then the anniversary here is 9 years, and then obviously we were, so roughly that. Yeah. Is what we were. So like we've been on many holidays. We've been on family holidays as well, which was amazing because we were barely together, and we were planning a family holiday in my house to Trabolgan, and I was like, oh, I'll take a chance and ask, and I was like, can Graham come? And of course they allowed him to come, and that was amazing. So that was a really fun family holiday. COVID hit. And then we managed to get camping. That was expensive.
Wexford, yeah.
That was horrible. At night. The nighttime part was horrible. The sleeping part was.
There was a few things. There was the bird that got in.
Oh, the bird that got in.
Out. There was the creepy crawlies. There was the coming back.
Yeah, but the creepy crawlies I didn't mind.
There was the coming back and half our sweets were freaking melted.
Oh, the cupcakes. Oh.
Yeah, well, our chocolate was melted as well. I had like Milky Way buttons, and it was just a lump. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. But like we've had loads of really fun trips and family stuff, and like loads of family kind of game nights here, like at Christmas and all. Like every Stevens's Day is amazing in this house. Because we always play games with Uncle Shane. Like yesterday was hilarious playing Guess the Celebrity, and round 3 is you have to use charades. So you do to kind of guess the person. So like for me, I was doing like say Tom Cruise, and I was like pointing at my Uncle Shane to say he was male, and I was like he's little because that's what he's known to be. He's little, and I was like doing this to for a plane, flying craft, and I was like doing this, and I was doing this for Top Gun. The top of the gun. Yeah. He couldn't get it, and then when I was explaining it, he goes, "Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense, yeah." And like he did a really good one where he went like this, and he was like the globe, and he went like this, and he went so for Australia. I was like, that was clean. I liked that. Didn't guess the person obviously, but but like we do have fun on Stevens's Day with them, like my net because we're the nerds in my house, besides my brother obviously. Yeah. But because we're so nerdy and gamers and all like that, my nephew is great. Like, he really gets in with us.
Yeah.
So he does.
Well, let's ask the real questions, because, like,
okay.
any people would watch this, they'd be like, okay, we get you're together and it's been years and all like that.
Yeah.
But, like, excuse me, like, my lighting, like, oh, be careful, you're falling.
I'm trying to.
But the real question is, Sarah, what made the big change for you? Like, what's the best thing apart from me getting with you? Is there any big ups for you, basically, that I'm with you now, or that you've got with me now?
My confidence and all, my personality changed a lot. I was able to kind of be more myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, when I first got with Graham, I had just gotten to the point where I wasn't able to leave the house, unless I was with my mum, my dad, or my cousin Claire.
Sure.
I wasn't able to leave my house at all. I got to that point. I was a shut-in, basically. I'd gone through hell leading up to that, but that's a different topic. I've gone through probably in one of my life goal videos. But so when I started in the NLN, they kind of started pushing me a little bit, but I still didn't like it, and it was starting to get to the point where I didn't want to be there. Because you didn't have a computer in that room, so you didn't have your own set computer, and it'd bring in more people than they had computers for, and I didn't want to be over at the teacher's computer because you'd be forced to answer the phone, which I think is very stupid if you ask me, because it's their room, they should answer the phone. But anyhow, so I used to bring my own little laptop in with my little dongle thing for the internet, just so that I could have a laptop and not be forced onto their computer, because I wasn't one of these people that would, like, when I got in there, rush over to a PC. So I didn't want to do that. So I just brought my own stuff, put it on a USB stick and printed it off from the main computer if I needed that imprinted. So I did. But when Graham kind of joined I started in the May and then Graham joined in the August. Kind of as I slowly got to know him and talk to him, like, there was one day I ended up bringing my ma, and I was like, I don't need a lift today, I'm going downtown with Graham. Who I'd obviously talked to her about previously, but the way she would have thought would have been like a friend kind of thing, but as I said, we weren't. But I slowly started hanging out with him down to town, going for like a bit of a coffee, bite to eat, and then an old friend who we will not talk about started joining in and all, and like my confidence started boosting. Like, I was able to go outside the house, and it didn't have to be with my mum, my dad, or my cousin Claire. It was with someone else, and then I started getting like a group of friends and doing stuff with them. And okay, yeah, they're not in our lives anymore, but like I do have some fond memories with them. So I do. I can't say I didn't. So I can't. But sorry, that's what. Speaking of my cousin Claire, she likes to interrupt me a bit. She just texted me. Oh god, she's sending me a conversation. I'll read it in a minute. But no, my confidence definitely and my anxiety definitely changed a lot when I got with Graham. 100%. Now, obviously, because of COVID and everything, it's gone a bit. I'm just silencing my phone. It's gone downhill. And after my mental breakdown this year, it went downhill. But that's the one thing I can also say. When something bad happens in my life, so I had to gather myself there for a minute because I couldn't say the words. So my dad's heart attack, my mental breakdown, Steve being in hospital, my dad being in hospital, my nana, my granddad, Graham was there. He would help me in any way he could. He would help me in any way. And what time is it? Oh, it's only 8 o'clock. Okay. And honestly, that's all I wanted. I didn't want someone like, okay, yeah, I like being treated. I like being, stuff bought for me, obviously. I like being treated like a princess, so I do. I'm not going to deny that. I really, really do. But then, it's because I love romantic gestures. So it is. And some romantic gestures are literally coming home to one of my teddies sitting on the bed with a little card, and it says, "Hi, I know you had a hard day. Come lie down with me and cuddle." I love things like that even. Like, I was looking back over memories the other day, and there was one that popped up, and it was Polo. my little white teddy bear. And I had come home from work and I was sitting on the bed and he's like, "Hi, I'm Polo. I'm from the North Pole. I heard it's nearly Christmas, so I came to join you." And I was like, that's so cute to walk in on. Just that is like adorable. You know, like, and there's times when he used to have Monkey, who's in the wardrobe at the moment, but he'd have Monkey on the bed with a little card. So he would, and maybe like a can and a little bar, and be like, "I heard you had a hard day. Take these and relax." I'm like, "Aw, little cute things like that. I friggin' love coming home to." So yeah, okay. Don't get me wrong. I love being spoilt. I absolutely do. I mean, hands up, gonna admit that. I love being spoiled. But then I also love spoiling other people if they were easy to buy for that isn't food. I would.
Nerdy stuff.
Nerdy stuff is dear. You know that? Your little Xbox, your little PlayStation thing I got you for Christmas was €8, like.
I know. We were down against stuff though.
Yeah, like, that's one thing that only thing I find annoying is I want to treat you to stuff so bad. But I'm like, all the stuff that is like little things, as you would say, like stocking fitter type things, like present builders or whatever, like little small bits. The stuff that he likes is dear. He's got expensive taste, lads. That's all I can say. You know they say diamonds are a girl's best friend. Well, I mean, he loves his diamonds. Just saying. But I do love treating him. So, like, in the new year, I'm going to have to try come up with, like, new ideas on how to treat him to stuff. Maybe just getting, like, his favourite hot chocolates. Because we want to get, like, we don't want to be buying each other junk food, obviously. Because next year, our goal, because we're now 10 years together, and since being 10 years together, I've gone up in weight. And so is he.
You put, being 10 years together puts on...
Oh, it puts on the weight. Tell you that much.
Puts on the pounds.
Being in a comfortable relationship definitely puts on the pounds. But no, like, the past 10 years, we've made so many memories, and next year we have so much planned. Like, we literally nearly have, like, 2 holidays planned next year alone. Plus my 30th birthday. Like, there's 3 big things, and my nephew's confirmation, there's 4 big things next year alone. You know, like, I want to start kind of planning more stuff, because I need to fix my mental health. Again, that'll be talked about in a different video. So it will.
Well, is there any questions you want to ask me, sir? Because, you know, I just don't want to talk and then you're not asking questions as well.
I don't really have any questions. I mean, I'm always asking you questions. Like earlier on, I asked you, what was your perfect girl? Because not earlier on, last night. Because we were talking about Sam from Dope or Nope. And I was like, well, what is your ideal girl? And like, you were describing your ideal girl to me.
Yeah.
You know, basically.
You.
Me, basically.
You.
The skinnier version of me.
Well, that's the thing, like, both myself and you can see our inner bodies kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, the 17 stone version of me, not the 20 stone, basically. Because 17 stone isn't exactly
whatever
skinny.
City 2 was.
Yeah, 17. That was me at 17 stone. I've gone up 3 stone since going out with Graham. I got way too comfortable with him. And we just started eating junk food all the time. And then our pay went up and we started ordering takeaways. It wasn't a good combination. Comfort plus extra money equals 3 stone in weight. Just saying.
And 100 things after going there.
Jacksepticeye.
Yeah.
This is how you know we're so like, we're like, oh, Jacksepticeye? What? What? Jacksepticeye? What is that?
Got YouTube's.
But yeah, like we're so alike now. Like we know each other's faults. Like there's stuff about me that you hate, like my decision making. You hate my decision making, don't you?
Yeah, well, you can't. Like it's still
because I can't.
Like most decision making that's in your life is quite hard, and it's the idea of if you choose a decision, will you get paid back in the sense of, you know, what your decision will it hurt you, like the idea of like ordering food tonight, which we did. If you had ordered something that ran through you, that would have like ruined the night because you just would either be on the shitter or in bed trying to sleep it away, like you know.
Yeah, because I was contemplating ordering bennies tonight.
Yeah. Because
we hadn't had it in so long. But I had to remind myself that no matter when I order bennies, whether it is during my mental breakdown, which was one of the reasons my stomach got upset, or after, which I'm on stomach tablets now for, and it still affected me, I cannot eat bennies unless I'm willing to go and eat it on a Friday night so that I can lay in bed all day Saturday. Suffering.
Yeah, and then it's just the idea of, because we're older now and we don't have our mothers cooking for us and all like that, we have to be in the responsible mood to actually make decisions on eating. Oh,
I'm pointing to our board. Hence that. Oh. This is our new food board for the week.
We got that recently. It's today.
That's our new food board, by the way. Hence the decision making thing. We're going to try and sit down now. And Graham's going to help me with my decision making. This is what he does. I'm trying to help him with his fitness, because I know what things need to be done. So I do for fitness wise. I know I can't do them.
Yeah.
But I know what he needs to do, because a lot of people are like, oh, go walking, drink your water. That'll help you lose the weight. Okay, drinking the water might help him lose a little bit, but walking is not going to let him use anything, in the sense of his body is so used to walking and being up and on the go, it's not going to affect him very much. No. So it's not. So I'm like, okay, I know. Why is my watch going like this? Oh, it's you. I'm getting delayed notifications from your Instagram. So I know what he needs to do. So I'm helping him with that. I'm helping him understand healthy meals. So I am.
We're helping each other, basically.
Yeah, so he helps me mentally and physically with food and all like that. Obviously, making sure I don't eat unhealthy and all like that, and making sure I get my walks in, because walks would do me good and water would do me good and all that. So we try to help each other out as best we can. I had no money in July and August. I literally had this much in my bank, nothing. So I couldn't pay any bills. I couldn't do anything. And Graham helped me out with it. So that when I got my pay at the end of August, I was able to give him his money back. So I gave him the whole chunk of money out of that pay back. I gave my ma her money back as well. So I was down basically half my wage that month. Now obviously it was my only wage, but I was down that because I was like, right, Graham helped me out. We wrote everything down that I owed him to make sure that I paid him back. And that's what we do. He helped me because I've done it for him in the past. When he hasn't had money, I've loaned him the money and he's paid me back when he had it. Yeah. Not the next week, but when he had it. That's how me and him work. Yeah. And I think that's great.
Well, we're coming up near the 30 mark. We're not going to make it very too long, but the last question I think we need to ask ourselves and each other is, between the next 5 to 10 years, where do you think we're going?
Oh, we'll definitely be married. 100%. In 5 years, we'll definitely be married.
5 years?
Definitely within the next 5 years, yeah.
You heard it here, guys.
Because the only reason it's stopping us isn't money, so to speak. I know it's expensive, but technically we have to wait for my dad to retire. It's this whole long thing. Yeah. I'm not going to explain it to you, but it's a whole long thing.
It's government, basically.
Basically, it's a whole government thing. But anyway, once he retires, we can plan our wedding. And we have a couple of people there set to help, like my Auntie Jeanette, my Auntie B. They're both there, right, we'll help you. But we only have ideas, don't you worry. And when the time does come, don't you worry, there will be about 10, 15 videos on the whole thing. One for each section of the wedding, and then the actual wedding. Because we're going to want to live stream the ceremony. Yeah. So we're going to have someone helping live stream the ceremony. We're going to have Suzyroo there. She's going to be vlogging the wedding for us. So that we can get her angle. We already know, my uncle John is going to be videographer. My cousin David is probably going to be the photographer. We have Shane being a background photographer. We have we have loads of different things. I already know who my maid of honor is. I'll just have to physically ask her in the sense. I've already asked her, but I just need to do the box thing. Nah. I already know who my other bridesmaid is as well. Okay. Well, we already have a close with planned, so I definitely within 5 years.
Is marriage the only thing though?
I would hope for kids, but I don't know. I don't want to die not being a mother, obviously. My dream is to be a mother, but it depends on how the government goes, because rent is so expensive nowadays, and it doesn't even include any of your bills or anything with it, that we just physically cannot afford to move out. Cheapest places we are finding are $1,300 nowadays, and that's literally our whole month's wage gone. Yeah. We couldn't afford anything after that besides a roof overhead, and that's it. Yeah. So unless something happens there, maybe, I don't know. We do want to put our name down on the county council list though.
Yeah, we need to do all that as well.
So in the new year, we're going to look into getting on the county council list, the housing list. Like, so maybe in 10 years we might get a council house. Maybe in 10 years we'll have a council house, and if we do, then yeah, definitely kids. Definitely we'll have kids in the next 10 years. We're going to be an older set of parents, but anyhow,
they can take care of us.
I mean, I help take care of my man and dad, so why not?
Yeah.
I definitely would have lost a lot of weight and be healthy.
Yeah, well, we'll keep this channel basically up to date with our...
Hopefully we'll be keeping this going. Hopefully we'll be like making money off these, and this could be our full-time job. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, well, we need to get into tagging and, you know, making more videos.
Yeah.
And all that. But that'll be like up-to-date kind of videos, so we'll let you know. And then we'll, of course, be upgrading our equipment and all like that. So hopefully that'll get better and all like that. And yeah, helping each other out as well. Like Suzyroo, she has a channel, so if we're helping her out, hopefully she'll help us out as well. Stuff like that. Sarah's lost into her phone. Hello.
Sorry.
But anyway, all the same, 10 years, it was a struggle, but I got through it.
Yeah, we did. A lot of fights over the years because of my mental health. I have not come to terms with what's wrong with me or anything that has happened. Especially this year has been especially hard for me, and I've not been myself this year. I don't know if anyone else noticed that.
I'm sure they did. Anyone that's like family or friends that are watching this, or we've said it in an update, or we've said it in a vlog.
Yeah.
I'm sure he is all.
I was not very good this year, so a lot of fights this year, but we pushed through. We made it through. And I'm working on myself now with my mental health and physical health. 2023 is going to be a long year working on my mental health and physical health, but
we'll do it together.
We're going to do it together because...
Do it together?
Yeah. We're going to do it together.
My player 2, guys. Player 2. This arm. Sorry. The memory's gone already. Our connection, our pieces.
Jigsaw pieces.
But
definitely this year
we're going to see a lot of good. We're going to see a lot of good things. So we are, and we're going to do our best and look.
We're definitely going to work on each other next year.
We're going to look to the future and help each other. We have inner bodies that we want to get to. We're
going to push each other with that.
We have other videos, other ideas. We want to get better cameras, better whatever. And because there's 2 of us, it's cheaper, you know, going half season stuff and all like that. It's what partners do, you know.
Exactly.
But as you heard, guys.
I'm sorry, I look dead, by the way.
5 to 10 years.
We should be married, and if all going well, county council, we should have a house and be starting to have a family.
Yeah.
And hopefully have this as a full-time job. If not, I'll still be working with little kids.
We'll see where it goes.
Hopefully still in Suzyroo.
We'll see where it goes.
I love them kids.
It's not up to you if it closes down, you know.
We need staff.
It's in a rough neighbourhood, so it is. So.
No one wants to work there besides me, because I love them.
Yeah, you crazy.
I love them there. They are amazing. They're so sweet. They get such a bad rep.
Sarah will update you in life goals about her job and all like that, but we're going to end this now, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is what 10 years is, and you know, the best thing to get through life is love, and you know, to have someone there by your side, like even if it's a friend or anything. At the same time, she's my partner, she's also my friend, my player 2, my peanut butter to my jelly, all that good stuff.
You gonna start singing the song?
No. No, I do not sing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go off and put this one to bed.
Hey, I'm not tired. I'm just in a lot of pain, as you can tell.
Thumbs up, guys. Share all the good stuff, and we'll see you guys real soon for another video. Bye.